Alright everyone, I'm out here in the stable portion of the barn where there's just a mess of stuff, and it's my goal today to get that baby started again. I purchased that off of the previous homeowner. When I purchased the home, I needed it out here and I didn't have one coming from the city to the country. And I think this is invaluable to have, especially if you have a lot of property. Even right now, I'm running into having the barn with some storage about 100 feet, not 100 feet, 100 yards away from the house. And I need to get all that stuff over here. I'm not going to walk it over box by box. So this, pulling a trailer, is going to be incredibly handy. But it quit working on me about 2 uses after I purchased it from the homeowner. So we're going to diagnose this today and see if we can't get this thing going. Alright, well, this is a Kawasaki Bayou 250, and I don't know if you saw that, but I think I've got some wasps living in it because I haven't even been able to use it for a while, and it's really irritating. We're going to see what the issue is, diagnose it, and what was happening was it just wasn't starting again. So I started to diagnose that it might be the fuel system, though it could be the starter or the solenoid. We're going to check it out and see what we got going on here. There's a little release lever right back here for the seat. Just pull that off. I'm going to set this aside here. And oh, well, let's take a look at this thing on camera. So like I said, I purchased this from the previous homeowner. And folks, you want to take care of your equipment. It's gonna last you if you take care of it. If you don't take care of it, simply it's not gonna work properly. And you're gonna spend more money trying to fix it up than you are just maintaining it properly. So as we can look in here, we've got a battery that's all not put together properly. We've got an air cleaner here that's got some wasp issues, and we've got just a disgusting air cleaner. I'm not happy about this. I did briefly look it over before. Wow. Alright, well, it's not even fully connected here. Let's take this air cleaner off because we're definitely going to need to get a new one and change that. And you can see here that it's kind of ghetto held on to there. And I believe I've got a wasp farm right in there. So alright, let's further diagnose this. What's happening is when we go to start it, we've got key on, we're getting our green light, we're putting our choke on, hitting our starter. So immediately you can hear the problems. Alright everyone, I didn't like working on the ATV on the stable side of the shop or barn. Yeah, dirt floor, kind of messy, so I moved it in here into the shop. So here we go. You know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give this thing an overhaul. We have to. You know, it started when I bought it from the guy, and now it's just struggling and obviously won't start. And so we're gonna test everything. We're gonna look at everything. We're gonna clean everything. We're gonna give it a tune-up, so on and so forth. And the best place here is in the shop, which is coming together nicely, and we're so excited about it. But stick with me, and I'll take you through step by step on how to check these things. First thing we're gonna do is check the battery. And I wanted to mention I forgot one thing. that may solve the problem, may not be the starter, it may be the battery. The battery might have enough voltage, but it might not have enough amps getting through to crank over the starter and start it. So if we look here at the battery, one big cause is corroded terminals, and I didn't even think about that. So I'm going to clean these terminals off. I'm going to put everything back together real quick. I'm going to see if this starts. I'm still going to give this thing an overhaul, but I want to see if it'll start with just doing this, so I don't have to buy a new starter. I don't have to go looking for parts that may or may not be bad. It's as simple as the battery. I hope that's what it is. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so when we're cleaning our battery, the one thing I'm going to use right now is a wire brush and some sandpaper. I'm going to clean the terminals, I'm going to clean the wires, the connectors on the wires. I'm going to clean the connector bolts, these little connector nuts that go underneath on the battery. Clean the terminals on the battery. I'm going to wire brush the heck out of them, sand the heck out of them. You can also use a solution of 3 parts baking soda, 1 part water, and that'll help dissolve the acid on those. But this one is fairly simple to clean. I get it all off really easily with the sandpaper and the wire brush. But you know, I always gotta tell you guys about the blessings that have been bestowed upon me. This ATV has not started in, what did I say, a month and a half, somewhere around there. And I've been pretty upset about that, but it's a blessing. And you know why? And if it is the battery and that's the only thing, then I'm grateful for the intervention by God above for that. Because when I was checking, you know, I'm going to give this thing a little bit of a tune-up. Just to do it. I noticed down here, you're gonna, I noticed down here, this is the oil window right here on the side, and your oil should be halfway up there. When I opened the oil cap, I didn't see any oil at all. When I look in this little window, I don't see any oil at all. So, if I would have run this thing with no oil in it, it would have completely ruined it, obviously. It wouldn't start for me for the past month plus. Thank you, Lord. That's all. Let's see what it registers at. Should be 12 volt. Alright, so what I had to do was I had to jump it from my truck, and that helped. But as you can see, it will not stay running. You have to keep your finger on the gas, or thumb on the gas, thumb on the throttle. Anyway, even if I choke it the entire way, which now leads me to believe it's still partially has to do with the carburetor. So I'm going to assume that the carburetor is as filthy as the rest of the bike and it needs a serious cleaning, and those jets are just so gummed up and fouled that it just can't get gas properly flowing through there once it does start. It does start. It's not the starter. It's not the solenoid. The battery helped, but I tried to start it without the jump and that didn't work, so maybe I still need a new battery. And this is the oil filter cover right here. These are two 8mm bolts. The drain plug is directly under the case here, right in the center. You can feel it. That's, like I said, 17 mil. We use one of our pans for our oil. I'll buy some more or get some more from the kitchen. We're going to see if there's a drop of oil in this thing. You know what, there is some oil in it. Obviously it's very low, and it's really good that this thing did not start. That oil is black as night too. It should have been changed a long time ago, but we're doing our change on it now. Be very careful with these bolts for the oil filter. They can strip out really easily. Wow, that is one dirty oil filter. This thing has been rode hard and not maintained properly at all. Got our new K&N filter. Yeah, that last oil filter just totally fell apart. Make sure that O-ring around this cap is in good condition, which it actually seems like it is. Free from debris when you put it back on. It should have a little bit of oil on it to seal it. Alright, beautiful. I'm going to show you this right here. Sorry for the camera angle. I'm going to bring you in. See if you can see that. This little window right here is your oil indicator, and it is halfway full with beautiful clear, well, amber, light amber colored, fresh oil. And this bike is going to love that. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this nasty old filter off of here. Got some brand new wicks ATV filters for this specific brand. I hope this thing is humming, purring like a kitten tonight.
Well, as you can see, we did get the thing running, and my daughter and I had a great time riding around on it, and now she wants to ride it all the time. You can click on the video on the right hand side of the screen to see how we got it running. It's our video from last week, actually, that we put out ahead of this one. And we hope you enjoyed this video. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, and please click the like button. It really helps us out a lot with our videos, and it helps us get more viewership. We really appreciate it, and we really appreciate you sticking around and watching our channel, and stay tuned for much more. Have a great day.